So the 40th anniversary of the Accept album, Balls to the Wall, Reloaded, out February 28th. And we've got Udo and Sven with us. Thank you so much for joining us. It's really great to have you on.
Thanks for having
Hello.
us.
Thank you.
So, Udo, Peter and yourself were there for the original recording of this album 40 years ago, yeah? How did
Yes.
this recording experience compare to back then? It's obviously, it's been a long time.
Let's say after 40 years, of course, technical wise, it was a little bit different than in the old days.
Mm,
But let's say that there was a lot of rememberings. But when we've been in the studio 40 years ago, and but this time, let's say I was a little bit nervous, to do the whole thing again. And definitely for me, it was like thinking, can I still hit high notes and all that stuff. But in the end, I think I'm very happy with the result, and yeah, it was a lot of fun, to do this again. But I think. We are quite near to the original one. We didn't
mm,
change any arrangements. But Peter was playing, I think he was thinking, so what I'm doing, play the bass exactly like 40 years ago? Or, I mean, he was playing the songs also, I don't know how many times, the same like me. And so then he said, okay, I do it now. I play the bass like I do it live on stage. So that maybe there are little things changing in the bass line, but the rest is like, yeah, what can I say? It's like reloaded.
yeah, yeah. Cool. And Sven, did you grow up like listening to this stuff, like like these songs?
Yeah, I mean, of course, I grew up listening to that music, but it took some time. I really got into this type of heavy metal. I mean, of course, I remember listening to Metal Heart a million times when I was a kid. That is still my favorite Accept song. And but like when I was a teenager in Germany, American pop punk was quite big. So I
Right.
I played or I covered with my own band like Blink 182, Sum 41, The Offspring, Green Day, all that kind of stuff. And then when I got a little older, then I went into listening to the classic heavy metal properly. But of course, I mean, I know all the material from being a kid, and I went to so many concerts with my dad that
Mm,
like from him that of course I know all the material since I'm a little child. Yeah, of course.
cool. That's cool. And there's a lot of bands re-recording classic songs at the moment, but you've done something really great and different with this one, having a guest vocalist join you on each song. Lots of amazing talent on this album. How'd you go about choosing who was going to guest on which track?
Yeah, first of all, I would like to say it was not planned to do an album like this.
Oh, okay.
So, but it was just planned to go on tour with the whole thing. But on festivals, a lot of musicians and also singers came up and said, what you're doing special for the 40 years of Bones album, and then they said they can, yeah, a lot of singers came up and said, wow, I would love to sing a song like that's my favorite album. I would love to sing a song. So, and then we start thinking about this, maybe can be interesting, can be also dangerous, don't touch the holy cow. I mean, it's the album of Accept, the most famous one and most known one. And yeah, and then we were sitting down and said, it's that maybe the right thing to do, talking with the record company and so on and step by step. And then we was making up a list with all the singers we, yeah, thought, maybe this one, this one, this one, this one. So, and then, yeah, my son was going in contact with all the singers, he did all the most of the work. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I mean, I think we knew already which song fits with the singer, I mean, for the example, Biff, definitely he was the guy for London Leather Boys, or Doro was like for Winter Dreams. Dirkschneider for Losing More You Ever, no, not Losers and Winners. Kiske, Michael Kiske from of Halloween from for Losing More You Ever Had, and so on. And then, of course, we didn't. The thing was that we said, okay, you don't have to sing this line, this line, this line, this line. I mean, we said, okay, if you want to do this, then please sing the whole song so we have the chance to see which part fits together with my vocals, you know.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
and they did it, and I think they all did a great job on this album, you know. And also a good thing about it, there was not like, okay, now I'm singing this song and thank you very much. They was really into that, you know. And yeah, I'm happy. And what can I say again? They did a great job, and I think in the end, the whole result of what we did now with the Balls Reloaded album, I think it worked very well. So far, we had really good response on this.
No, it's fantastic. All I listened today. It's a really good version of the same songs. It's kind of nice having a different thing in there, like a different vocal in there. It's a cool.
Yes.
I think it's a really great album. Yeah. Um, how'd you go like mixing and stuff? Like, is it pretty standard? Like, someone sends you a vocal track, it's like, oh yeah, not to do with this, or is there like a varied thing? Like, how does
Yeah,
that
I
kind of
mean,
work?
that was kind of the challenge with the whole thing because
Oh,
when you have people recording in different studios in different places, you of course get a whole lot of different vocals. And our production team, Mathis and Stefan, did a fantastic job on getting all of this together. I mean, some vocals were they know how to work a DAW. So, they sit down, they record their stuff, they cut it properly. But some of these singers, obviously, they have recording engineers and they send you the stuff. So we wanted to have it as raw as possible so we can fit it in the mix. And yeah, I think in the end it worked out great and they did a great job on this. But that was like sort of the biggest challenge, becoming back the files in time. They are coordinating with all the singers when they have time to record it. And
Yeah.
there were some interesting developments in between. For example, Dee Snyder was moving houses right at that time. So he said, "I would love to do it, but I don't have a studio because I'm in a new area and I don't know anyone." And then like however he did it, he found a studio who could record the song. And like my dad said, they were so passionate about it that they took the time to do it. Or Doro, I know she spent the whole night in the studio because she wanted to get it absolutely perfect. And that's the result of it. I mean, but it was a big challenge from the beginning till the end. And I can be honest, it was last minute as well because like it took some time and people are busy and you have to fit to their time schedule. So it was last minute that we got everything together, and I'm really happy that we got it done.
yeah,
Yep.
absolutely. It's cool. The new cover design looks great, but I missed the skin a little bit. How come that you got the big boulder chains? Like,
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that was also another thing, you know. We couldn't use the original cover, you know. I mean the
yeah,
rights with the record companies and so on and on. And then we start thinking, so what we can do, you know. But the wrecking ball is also from a part of the video, you know, and everybody knows this. So and that was the chance to say, okay, that can be a really good cover. And in the end, I'm really happy with the cover, you know, with the result of the cover. And I think everybody knows the wrecking ball, you know, that was in the video when we did Ball to the Wall video clip. And yeah, here we go. I'm happy.
yeah, it's cool. So you've got the 32-day European tour, yeah? And is this the show? Like, you guys are playing the Accept songs, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, we
Yeah,
played like the whole tour is under the banner of Balls to the Wall 40th anniversary. So
Yeah,
what
cool.
we do is we will play the whole Balls to the Wall album from the first to the very last song in its original order. So I think that is very, very special, never done before. There are a couple of songs that Accept even never played live, like Losing More Than You've Ever Had and Guardian of the
yeah,
Night.
Yeah.
And of course, because if we would say we only play Balls to the Wall, we would be off stage after 45 minutes. So that would be a bit short. So of course, we put the let's say Accept Hit Parade,
Yeah.
around it. So I think there there is no more except set list than this what we have together right now. So the people can really expect the classics plus balls to the wall in its entirety. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool.
So that will be a great thing to come to the and come to the shows, especially in Europe. I mean, everything looks so far. The information what I have looks really good, the European tour, and so definitely we are working also come back to Australia, but it's
Excellent. Yeah.
not so easy, but we are working on that, and we try to put it into an Asia tour, so,
Yeah, awesome. Yeah.
but I think it will be happened.
No, that's good because yeah, you were here not that long ago, hey, like semi recently with the other show. It'd be cool. Yeah, I'm excited to see this. The balls to the
Yeah,
wall.
it
It'd
was
be
actually
amazing
the
to go
first
there.
time
Yeah.
for us in Australia, and it
Mm,
was really, really
Yeah,
nice to see an overwhelming reaction from the people. I mean, both shows were packed
mm.
that we did over there. So we would love to come back, and we are currently talking to people, and yeah, we hope to come back as soon as possible.
No, excellent. That's great news. Um, Udo, what do you think young Udo back in '83 would have thought if you knew, in 40 years you'd be these songs would still be so powerful and people love it, How would you think that we would have thought back then about that?
yeah. I mean, it's what can I say about this? I mean, still, after 40 years, if you play all these songs live, I mean. It's amazing. That means you did something for forever. I
Mm,
mean, it's still like some people ask me, "Are you not tired?" For one example, yeah, you're not tired to play ball to the wall live. Of course, I hate to rehearse this song. I mean, I don't need to rehearse this song, but I mean, if you play this song live balls. And I mean, in the meanwhile, we have three generations coming to the shows,
mm,
and also you see young people in the front and they're singing this song. I mean, this is like, wow. It's like you're not tired then. I mean, they're singing along and yeah, how can I describe this? This is amazing. It's really amazing.
yeah, it's awesome. And obviously, you guys put out Touchdown in 2023. Obviously, there's still a lot of new stuff going on as well. I know you got a big tour ahead of you, but is there anything else in the works for the future Udo stuff?
Oh yeah, I think over the summer we start working on the next studio album.
Yeah, cool.
So yeah, and I think already there are a lot of ideas, and that took the whole summer, and hopefully we are finished with recording. Yeah, let's say September, October, something, and then we will see when the album is coming out. But at the moment, it looks like that we are with the balls thing on tour until next year summer, I think.
Yeah, wow. Yeah. Oh, good. That's
So,
great.
and then it's also important that we are finished with the UDO album this summer, But I think that will work.
Yeah, no, good. Good to hear, man. Excellent. Well, look, I'd let you go. I know you got a bunch of things ahead of you, but thank you so much for your time. And yeah,
Thank,
I'll be have my eyes peeled. Looking forward to seeing you down here again.
thank you
Awesome.
very
Thank you
much for
very much.
having
Thanks for
us.
having us. Have a great
Thanks a
Okay,
evening.
lot. Yeah, you
thank
too.
you.
Thank you.
Bye
Thank you.
bye.
Bye.